Hi, everyone. This is Karen Hodgson. I'm here with Ana Honrado, and she is a recently published author, and she is going to talk to us a little bit about her book. Hi, Ana. Welcome.
Hello, Karen. Thank you very much.
Great. So please tell us a little bit about you.
Okay. So, as you said, my name is Ana Honrado. I am a Portuguese translator. I live in Portugal as well. I live in Lisbon. So I have 9 years as a translator, and I published a book last year. I can show you here. So it's called, just a bit closer, so it's called Batalhas de tradutor iniciante, which in English is translated by Battles of a beginner's translator. Actually, I'm in the process of translating the book into English so more people can have access to it as well.
Great. And you're doing the translation on the book, is that right?
Yes, I am. A bit slowly because I don't have much time at the moment. I
Yeah.
have a lot of projects, but yes, I am on the going for it.
Okay, terrific. So tell us a little bit about your book. What is it about? And yeah.
Okay, so the book is a compilation, basically, of some stories, of some situations that happened to me, and also, some things that we can try to do in order to help us achieve a better quality in our work. So I speak about close friends, I speak about social networking, I also speak about the beginnings of translation, like the translator of the Bible. So I speak a little bit about everything related to the field, more or less,
Okay,
from my
great.
point of view, of
Right.
course.
Uh-huh. And do you give like tips and tricks on translation or yes, can you explain a little bit more about that?
Well, in a way, yeah. In some chapters, for example, in the chapter of false friends, I give some tips that help me in the process sometimes of translating. Um, well, for example, let's see. There is an expression which is "hold your horses," which
Right.
cannot be translated literally. So I speak a little bit about these sort of situations and how can we actually achieve a good translation for the target public, more or less.
Right. So like the horses, it's the locals would understand what hold your horses means, but when you're translating, that may be a little bit difficult for the translator and then ultimately what you want to achieve. Is that right? Yeah?
Exactly, of course, yeah. Every language has a little tricks, so we have to try and adapt to this language what hold your horses mean. So, I
Uh-huh.
mean, don't hold your horse literally.
Right. And do you give like tips and tricks like how to go about in translating that? Is that
In a way, yes. I also speak how I normally do it.
right?
Well, these sort of situations, as you know, takes a lot of time for a translator. It's like poetry. We take a lot of time translating poetry because it
Right.
has to be perfect.
Yes.
So yeah, in a way, I give some tips that help me in the past doing this sort of translations because I started in literary translation. So
Right.
my background is in literary. So now I work a lot in technical translations, but more or less it was literary. So I know a bit about these tricks.
Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. Right. So that's interesting. You started out in literary translation because that's a field that a lot of people are interested. They like that field, and it draws a lot of interest on the Translation Journal. Do you want to talk a little bit about that a little bit more?
Sure, of course. So when I finished my degree in 2007,
Yes.
I was invited by my university to be a part of a project in translating some books for one of the biggest publishing companies in Portugal, which is called Platinum.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was really fortunate to be able to have a great portfolio at the beginning of my career. So it helped me a lot, achieving other clients because in 2008 I had already a lot of books translated. So and it was
Right.
great because it gave me a lot of baggage, you know.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh. And so a lot of that experience that you have had in the literary translation is probably come across in the book, right? So things that you've learned doing literary translations, you were able to write about that in your book as well? Is that right?
Of course, of course. And it also gave me a little bit of that passion to write the book in a way. I mean,
Right.
I started writing this book by accident
Yes.
because I started writing some topics for a future blog, you know. Just
Uh-huh.
then I realized that I might publish it as a book. So
Right.
in a way, it helped me. My background as a literary translator helped me a bit writing this book, of course.
Okay. Great. Uh-huh. So did you book like writing every day, or did you what was your process of writing the book?
Okay, at that time I was working as a part-time translator and also in a company as well. So I was working part-time in a company and I was working in part-time as a freelance translator. So I didn't have much time to write. So
Right.
in a way I was writing in part-time as well. So I got home and I started to write like 2, 3 hours a day. So it took
Mm.
me a while to write the book,
Yeah.
but it was fun. It was really fun actually.
Yeah, but that's dedication, really commitment, because it's not easy to write a book, and and it seems like you had to go at it every single day, write a couple hours a day, right, to keep it
Yeah.
going, right?
Yeah, and I learned a lot because I had to search quite a lot about the field. And we never know how much we don't know
All right, yeah, yeah, yeah,
unless we actually do search and we read blogs, we search and we
yeah,
actually do understand the beginning of things.
right. Uh-huh. Okay. And could you talk a little bit more of other things that are found in the book? Other tips and tricks or other chapters that you talk about?
hmm Okay, so I also talk how can a translator promote themselves. So
Right.
that's why I speak about social networking because nowadays social networking is really important. Not
Yes.
only to promote the work and the translator, but also to connect with other translators because it's really important to share experiences because we
Right.
never know enough and there's always something that escapes. So maybe someone else knows that and someone else came across this already. So let's share experiences. Let's not fight against each other. Let's work
Right.
together.
Uh-huh. So you recommend going to conferences or going to, what would you recommend? How would people connect with each
Mhm.
other?
Well, in our field, it's a bit complicated because we are, spread all over the world, and but since we are all in the same field and more or less we all speak English, so we can connect really easily. So internet is it's a great way to connect with people. And
Yeah.
yes, I also believe that if we have the opportunity to go to conferences, either in our country or in other countries, we can and we should
Mm-hmm.
because it's great to meet people in person and discuss situations, share experiences. Actually, I'm going at the moment next week actually to Brazil. I was invited by the association Abrach to
Fantastic.
promote my book. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be a speaker at the conference, and
Excellent.
I'm really excited about it. It's my
Yeah.
first time speaker, so
Fantastic.
well, let's see, let's hope, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Excellent. Sounds great. Right. So writing this book has given you some speaking opportunities, it seems like, right? It's leading on to speaking opportunities, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it gave me the opportunity to promote myself a little bit better in a way because
Fantastic.
I've been able to contact other people and share my book, share my experience, and so yeah, in a way it's giving me a lot of you know openings.
Yeah. Great. Uh-huh. So, what recommendations would you give other translators or interpreters who are thinking about writing a book? What would you, tips and tricks or recommendations on how they should go about writing their book? And yeah.
Okay, so what I would say is first of all, why do you want to write a book? Do you
Mm.
want to share something with someone? If so, is it something that someone else would be interested in reading? And then, if so, start writing it. Go ahead. If it's your passion, just go ahead. Probably it will teach something to someone, or even to you. I
Yeah.
learned a lot. I learned a lot
Right.
about translation with my book, so
Right.
it's great even for ourselves. It's great. It always teaches something.
Right. Fantastic. That's great. And are you writing other books or blogs? Do you have other things going on as well?
Well, at the moment, yes, I'm writing a new book, which, well, I will not say the title of the book yet because I want to promote it at the conference next week,
Great.
firsthand. But yes, I am writing a new book. It's a bit more relaxed one, so it's not a how-to book. It doesn't give you tips on how to connect with other translators. It doesn't speak about the backgrounds. It's more of a funny book, you know. It's about what translators are, what do we do, what do family and friends think we do.
All right.
Things that happen to us, you know. It's funny. It's a more relaxed book for us to be reading at the train or you know when we go
Yeah.
somewhere.
Okay,
So
great.
yeah.
Excellent. Sounds great. So where can people find your book and how can they purchase your book?
Well, at the moment, it is available on the internet at the publishing company website, which is called Bubok.
Yes.
You can also buy it in some Portuguese and some Spanish, you know, libraries if
Yes.
you are around there. If not, the best way is throughout the internet.
Okay, great. Well, we'll list those links on this page. So under this video, we'll have a links to where people can go out and buy your book. So.
Sure, of course.
Okay, terrific. If you'd like to say um, about writing in general and some tips and tricks that translators could understand from what you're bringing about in the book?
Well, what can I say more? You know, I'm not experienced yet. I always define myself as a beginner because
Right.
we always have something to learn. So I don't like to give advices to people because I believe I still have a lot of advices to be given to, you know. But you know, go ahead, write a book and
yeah.
have fun doing it.
Great. But Anna, you have 9 years of experience as a translator. You have a background in literary translation, so you have a lot to offer. A lot of things I know must have been poured out into that book. So you have a great background that people can learn from. So the book sounds terrific. I'm really, looking forward to seeing more success with that. And good luck on your speaking engagements. And I'm sure the book will bring a lot of insights and be very helpful to a lot of people out there.
Okay, thank you very much, Karen.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you for your time today, and it was terrific talking to you. And hope to hear from you soon.
Thank you very much. You too. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.